Welcome to Farming with Family, and we're gonna do the first day of soybean harvest today. The first day is always a little nerve-wracking because you never know what glitches are gonna happen or what breakdowns or what fine-tuning you gotta do, but you just hope it goes fairly smoothly. So we're gonna get the combine down to the field. It's all been serviced. The new head that I have has an air reel on it, so we'll explain kind of how that works. And we're gonna get going. All right, we got the field opened up part way and we're ready to dump for the first time. Ready, Vaughn?
Yeah.
Here we go. There go them soybeans into the grain cart for the first time. One of the last things I got to do for the grain cart is fill it all the way up as much as you can get it, take the weight, and then I have to compare that to when I take it to the elevator, and then I have to do a little calibration, and then it gets it so it's pretty much exact on the weight. What are you eating there?
Grapes.
Yum. Well, so far so good. My third dump in there. Got it partially empty. That's my first time filling the grain cart up, and I wanted to do it as full as I could possibly get it so that when you calibrate it, you get the most weight you can possibly get on it, and then it makes your scale a little bit more accurate. So I'm gonna take this, dump it on the semi, and then put the rest that's on the combine on the grain cart and keep going. All right, got the grain cart emptied. Now I'm gonna show you some of the improvements that I did with the lights. Oh, wrong one. That's the windshield wiper. Oh, come on. Here's the lights, some of them. And here's some more. Here's more. And then I put on new headland lights. And man, are they making a difference. Now I can see all the way beside me, so this will make it much easier in the evening at nighttime. Unloading the rest of this load. It's going down nice. Some of the other improvements, I put in the auto steer. I'm still waiting for a bracket to make it so it can attach to the steering wheel. But once I get that bracket, I can have auto steer. And I put in a camera system so I can see behind me how the chaff is spreading and if I'm backing up so I don't hit something. And then I got one in the grain tank, so I can see how full I'm getting, besides just looking out the little windows. And I put in a nice little radio, so now when other people are helping me, then I can talk to them instead of calling them on the phone every time. And it looks like I'm empty. Time to keep going. So if you can see the camera, you can see how well the chaff is being spread in this one. We adjusted the tailboard, we angled it up a little bit more so it shoots it up and out, and then we put on new stationary knives because the old ones are getting dull, and that's making a huge difference. Before I would have, you can see out there in between where the chaff gets spread, I would have like 5-6 feet, now it's about 2 feet. So just getting the product spread around better. And then I can see how it's coming in my grain tank. Even after it fills up in my back window, I can keep seeing all the way until the bin is full so I don't run over. Especially in corn, that's going to be really helpful. Well, we're going to call it a night, not because it got too damp. It was still feeding really well, but we changed cross auger, and this little plastic thing is a sensor that tells your elevator if your chain is running or not. Well, it kept coming loose and I kept stopping and tightening it, and then finally it lost one of these little screws in here so it wouldn't turn anymore. And I could keep going, but I really don't feel like listening to the buzzer keep going off constantly, and if something would go wrong with the elevator chain, then you could break other stuff. So got about 1,400 bushels combined this afternoon, which is pretty good considering it took most of the afternoon just to get everything moved over here, and the field opened up, and a few little tweaks here and there at the combine. But overall, first day of harvest, not too bad. Usually you have a lot more glitches than that, it seems like, but Gonna go get a few parts tomorrow and we'll be back at it hopefully. All right, let's get this first load beans to town. Well, we're almost done with this field. I got the semi full, and Vaughn's having his fun time playing in it. Just don't push him over the sides. I did this a lot when I was little. It's like a giant sandbox. But just got a little piece left, and I have my white and blue truck full. I was going to use my grain cart, but the slip clutch, the previous guy I bought it from said the slip clutch kept going out or not working, so he put a new slip clutch in there, and it seemed like there's something else wrong with it. So when I try to unload it, the PTO spins, but the slip clutch won't catch and the auger won't run. So we're gonna work on that and see what's wrong with it tomorrow. Hey Vaughn, how does it feel to be almost done with this field?
Good.
We have maybe one pass left. Okay, last little bit. Then we're done with this field. Once we get it all taken to the elevator, we'll see how it yielded, but I'm guessing probably in the high 30s is what it seems like. There we go. This little boy is getting more and more helpful every day. Now he knows how to start the semi. You gonna honk the horn? You gonna honk the horn? Is that your favorite part? Yeah. Alright, let's head home. Well, there's been a slight change of plans. A couple different changes of plans. I did my first field of beans. Those are dry enough. Everything went fine. I started on my next driest field and they were like 17-18%, not thrashing well, getting a lot of pods and green beans in the tank. So we are switching to corn. My brother's here, so he's bringing the combine down to that same field where we had the beans at, because that's the shortest day corn and had the driest or the sandiest land, so it should be ready first. We took a sample, just picked a few cobs in different spots by hand. That showed about 16.5% moisture. The elevator's taking it up to 20% moisture. So I'm hoping once we get into the field, it'll be 17-18%. So you don't get docked a whole lot on your drying charges and shrink. But we're gonna go give it a try at corn this afternoon. So it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, evening. We're gonna give it a try and see what the moisture says. And if it's good, we're gonna go as long as we can or until we run out of space, because we're supposed to get rain the next 2 days, so we'll give that a try. But stay tuned. I think the corn is gonna go. We went down and not even all the way back, and ooh, boy, that was close. But no cab corn. That's something to brag about. but our tester was saying about 16.5 moisture. So we're gonna go back, get my truck, and get a few more, get the grain cart and everything, and keep filling it up. Just like that, first dump of corn. Caleb's way down there, if you can see him. Little dot right there. So I'm gonna go home and get my other semi, and we'll keep on filling this. I'm hoping to fill this up before the elevator closes at 8, but we'll see if we get there. I didn't quite get here in time. He was just starting to have it come over the one side. So this stuff must be properly dry because it's not making a huge peaking mound, so that's good. Good sized dump. That was about 20,000 pounds on there, but he was full to the brim. So I'm going to go down to finish off this semi. I need a little bit more, so we're going to head down to the south end of the field, and he's going to put another partial dump on me. Alright, we just got back from the elevator with the first load, and the moisture was 14.8, so that's perfect. They start charging drying fees at 14.6, so that's good. And test weight was 58.5, so that's really good. Standard test weight on corn is 56, so anything above that is awesome. But we're gonna keep going. We got 3 trucks and a straight truck that's about 500 bushels and a 700 bushel grain cart to fill up tonight yet, so we'll quit when we get all those full. We got lights. Since you're watching this, we got a camera and we got action. We're back at it again today. We got everything filled up last night. I think we got around 5,000 bushels done last night. So we filled up the semis. I borrowed my neighbor's semi, so we got that all filled up. I just got back from town with that. Now I'm gonna take my semi, should have about 1,000 bushels on it. And then my brother's gonna go to the field and start greasing the combine, getting everything ready, and we'll get this field finished up. Supposedly around 3 or 4, there's chances of rain starting. I've heard we're supposed to get anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches, so we should be able to get that field done, and depending on what it looks like, we might come home and see if we can check a few spots on my field here at home, and if that's dry enough, maybe get a load or 2 out of there and get the headlands off. So that's the plan. Keep on trucking. It isn't the nicest day, but it's a day. So I got my truck empty. Caleb's putting, there's probably 500 some bushels on that grain cart. And then we got my red and blue truck, that's empty. So I'm gonna take my other truck up to town and we'll see how much we get on this one. If you look up the picture of if you look up the definition of a nasty day, this would be it. Wind's blowing like 25 to 30 miles an hour. It's gonna rain pretty soon. It's dusty. So I guess if we do get some rain, it would at least calm that down. But not a very pretty day out. You feel like you got sand in your eyes constantly. Well, Caleb's saying he's almost full, so time to get your cardio in. Gotta get back to the grain cart. I got some walkie-talkies this year, and I put a permanent one in the combine, and then I got 2 handhelds, and man, they're sure handy. Then I got my scale working, so I know how much I got in the grain cart, how much I'm putting on the semi. So I'm gonna put this on the semi, and then go get Caleb dumped and let him keep going. We just have this section from here to there to do, so we'll get this done here pretty shortly. Yeah, this is a nasty day, all right. Next time I'm gonna unload on the other side of the semi. It's blowing so hard, it's blowing pieces of corn, and if there's a little bit of cracked stuff, it's blowing it all against the tractor. We'll see if we can multitask here, doing a little unloading on the go. It's a little easier when the grain cart's a little bit bigger target to hit. Be almost empty. Usually about 17,000 is the most you can get on the load. Say that's full. The struggle bus is chugging along today. Little bit too much. Didn't want to go over the hump. Electric tarps are the way to go. Oh, there we go. I got back up. Uh-oh. Too far. There we go. This tarp has seen better days, but it does the job for the most part. Let's see if this one goes easier. It's not heaped as high, since this one has taller sides. That one won't be overloaded, but it just doesn't have very tall sides. All right, let's give her a try. Okay, that's how it's supposed to go. Time to head home. We got my neighbor's truck for right now. We're gonna go home and we're gonna just poke into that field and just see how wet it is. If it's, 18% or so, we might do a whole load off of there and take that to town and see how it happens, or see what happens. 1 truck, 2 truck, 3 truck, 4, all the way down there. We just got to the field by my place, the one I've been showing you all summer, but we're just opening it up. We're going to take a moisture sample and see what it's like. I say if it's 18.5% or less, we go. Well, we checked it. My sampler said like 14.5, and when you crunch it in your teeth, it's dry. It almost felt drier than the stuff we started on yesterday. And when I got to the elevator, that stuff was 14.8. So these headlands we planted first, so those are about a week more mature. But I still think they should go okay. So we're gonna send her. Well, this is the stuff that was about 10 feet tall this summer. And it's really coming in nice. The ears are nice size. The stand's really good. You can run your header higher off the ground. So I'm excited to see what this stuff is gonna do. The rain is coming. We're gonna get one more load off the combine, and then it'll be 700 something bushels on this load, so that'll be pretty good. Well, all good things come to an end, at least temporarily. Brought the combine and tractor home. We're gonna go get the trucks all rounded up, have them here in the yard just in case it would rain a bunch and they're not stuck in a muddy field somewhere. But this is where we're gonna end the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll have more of hopefully soybean harvest next week. I hope it's Thursday, so I hope